Yeah, my legs are kind of knocking.
Look at you're shaking.
I really don't know what to say, but I'm so excited to meet him for the first time.
At the in-store tonight, I saw people shaking when they were coming out.
What did Ozzy do to you? What, did he hit you or something?
No, I've been waiting to meet him for 18 years. He's a huge part of my life. I grew up listening to him, and, you know, he got me through a lot of tough times when I was a kid.
And crying.
Well, I punched a few in the face.
Well, I said to one girl, what did he do to you? Did he hit you? Because she was crying.
It's somewhat of a trip in a way. I mean, people like, they get closer and they start to shake and there's like a tremor and shit. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God!
Do you ever get used to it?
Well, it kind of reminds me of what I do. It's a certain amount of responsibility being who I am. I mean, the success that I've had. I mean, I don't realise the mania behind it. And mind you, I saw my hero this morning, Paul McCartney, at the Howard Stern show. And I've waited like a good 35 years to see him. He was better than my wildest dreams. Sometimes I want to meet people, and when I meet them, I'm so terribly disappointed because I had a picture in my mind what they're going to be like, and they're nothing like the picture in my mind, and I go, you silly cow.
I think every one of them were left with the impression that they wanted to leave with, and that is, Ozzy, he's right on.
It's fun to do what I do because how many people do you know that would do that, you know? A lot of bands are wanting to get success to do that, you know, but I don't need to do that. I just do it because I want to, you know. It makes people happy, you know. I don't mind doing it.
What kind of things do you normally see? Like there's flowers, I saw.
There's flowers. There's one guy that lost his brother in the World Trade, a fireman. He lost his brother in the World Trade Center, and they just buried him that day, and he was crying, and he gave me a photo. I can't handle that shit.
He gave him a prayer from this service, and he had.
Then the firemen came, and they were f***ing exhausted. I mean, they just come off shift.
Wow.
They gave him a hat from the fire station and a T-shirt. You got a necklace last night.
Yeah.
Someone carved a pumpkin, I saw. Did you see the pumpkin?
No, I didn't see that.
It was a down-to-earth pumpkin.
Plastic bats are given in some ways too. Plastic
Yeah, we talked about that. Geez, if you haven't seen that before.
So f***ing old, man. Well, there's people that what we call in the game the professionals, the people that know where you're going to be, and they're there with like 4 guitars, and you know them.
It's going to be on eBay the next day.
I've actually seen it happen, you know. But if the guy was to say to me, look, Ozzy, I'm out of work. If you put your name on these, I can sell it for a couple of $100. I need the dough. I can explain it, but they give you this cock and bull story and tell a load of crap, you know?
Yeah.
You know, I don't like people lying to me, you know? I mean, when they come in these football cars with my picture on, you know they're going to go on eBay.
Yeah.
You know the guitar. I mean, the stupid thing is, I don't play guitar. If it was a microphone, I could get it, you know?
That's true. What the hell?
I'm waiting for the day the guy comes in with a double kit of drums. or a set of clarinets or something. The whole album title was kind of weird the way it came about. There wasn't a track on the album which would fit with the cover, you know? If you've seen a picture, it looks like an alien. So thinking a bit. So I go, where did it all begin for me? And I said to myself, Black Sabbath. And I thought, before it was Black Sabbath, it was Earth. I mean, yeah, it's down to Earth. I went, bing, down to Earth. It was down to Earth I got into the music business. The album looks like an alien, and I like to try and think that I'm so much down to Earth.
What gets me through is just talking to the fans, how important they are to you.
Yeah.
You've always said you love the fans.
Yeah.
A couple lines in there, you are not the Antichrist.
Get over it, man. It's just a weird thing. You know, I'm just a regular guy, you know. I can't say I'm a regular guy, because I'm not a regular guy. I've tried my best not to become a big-headed dickhead, you know.
There's an often heard comment so far this week from people who have met you, or people that I've talked to who work with you. You might have heard this too, but Ozzy's a normal guy. And it surprises people or something.
Well, I can't be anything. I think to be if I can may say the phrase, an asshole, you got to be that way all the time. And it's too much like hard work. I mean, believe me, I'm not always. I mean, I'm not always like down to earth. Sometimes I'm pissed off, you know. But if I was pissed off all the time, it's too much like hard work to be one of these guys that causes aggravation and pisses people off all the time.
I think what happens is a lot of people might have the perception that when they're going to meet you, you have lightning bolts flying out of your fingers or something.
No, I don't like to think that. I think it's it's so much nicer to be nice, you know. How can you, Ozzy, with all the records you've sold and all the money you must have and all the lifestyle, be a down-to-earth guy, be a normal guy? Well, that goes to Paul McCartney is a billionaire, and it can be said to say money doesn't come into it. Of course, money does come into it, but it's not the overriding factor of it all. Yeah, you still have to put your head on the pillow at night. And I have a conscience.
Ozzy, this is Tracy King. She's she's a producer on the show, and she really gets the whole show and pulls it together and does a lot of the technical stuff. And Tracy does a really good job. Yeah, we should probably just leave this on. That might be a good idea. Let's go to a different. Yeah, let's go this way.
I thought it was funny with the bird in the cage with Coda.
Oh, yeah. That was funny.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I was going to say that yesterday we talked about some of the misconceptions throughout the years about Ozzy. What a lot of people don't pick up is the sense of humor.
You've got to have a sense. If you haven't got a sense of humor, you go mad in any situation. You've got to have. I mean, it's a pretty.
Meeting Keith Richards years ago, and he joked about, "I'm a living legend, haha." People are calling you that, and they have for a long time now. That makes you uncomfortable.
It's nice. It's a nice thing, but for me to turn around to you like Keith Richards turned to me and said, "I'm a living legend," that's kind of. It would be embarrassing if I was to hear myself say that, you know.
But it's okay if other people call you that?
Well, I've been called the Queen Mother of Metal, the godfather of metal.